Thank you.
All right, so we are beginning. Very good. So welcome all of you to the White Buddha Dakini practice session today. And let me just get situated here. And we're going to be talking about the Buddha family. So today I am Melissa Abbott, and I am here with Jo Haight Serling at her home in Cocoa Beach, Florida. And we are studying this book, Wisdom Rising, Journey into the Mandala of the Empowered Feminine by Lama Tsultrim Allione. And in this book, she outlines the 5 Dakini practices of the Mandala of the Empowered Feminine. So in this study group, we're learning different parts of the mandala. And so today our part's going to be the White Buddha family. And the White Buddha family is the center of the mandala. So already in our course, we studied the north, the south, the east, and the west. And we've studied the Padma, the Karma, the Vraja, and the Ratna.
Someone's not muted.
Someone's not muted. Okay. Joe's helping me out here. Is it Shraddha?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. There we go. Thank you so much. All right. So I've got everybody muted now. All right. So here with the white center of the mandala. So today we're studying the center, and next week will be our final meeting, and we're going to put it all together, all 5 of the Dakinis. So the Buddha family is about space. Its element is that space or ether. And I also want to say that the mandala is a cosmological system, a worldview through enlightened eyes. And through the mandala, each Dakini is experienced as a particular aspect of the sacred feminine. So in this practice, we use visualization, sound, and meditation to transform those aspects of the encumbered pattern. So that would be an untransformed, unenlightened aspect, to a more unencumbered, enlightened wisdom aspect of the Dakini that we're studying. And today it's the White Buddha central part of the mandala. And the key to awakening using the 5 Dakini mandala is that recognizing the appearances in the world as the radiance of one ground, the mandala, and our true embodied nature. So our true nature is always happening all the time. We're uncovering it in our practice today. So just know that you are the vast awakened universe itself. The mandala is the ground. The practice of the mandala of the 5 Dakinis is the uncovering of the already awakened wisdom that you have. You just don't know it, or you're not like tuning into it. And it resides everywhere and in everything, and that includes you. So this practice is a transformation, and it's just really an uncovering of the universal wisdom energy. And there is a converging of obstructed patterns in the mandala. And through this obstructed pattern, we find our unobstructed patterns, and that brings us to our innate wholeness. So the Dakinis push us through our own blockages, patterns, samskaras, and we get to recognize our own energies and working through them. So there's no good or bad. It's all just energy. So today we'll start with some opening mantras. And we'll start with our pure motive prayer. May I practice out of love for myself, with a desire to know the truth for the benefit of all beings. So not just for myself, for everyone. And we'll also do some other mantras. Om Namah Shivaya, Gurave, Sachidananda Mutaye, Nish Prapanchaya Shantaya, Niralambaya Tejase. So here today, I open my heart to the power of grace that lives within us as goodness, and it's never absent. It's always radiating peace and lights the way for our transformation. So just recognize that grace is within you. And next time, now we'll do the non-dual invocation. If you know it, you can sing along. Joe will sing here with me, and then I'll do a translation of it. So Atma Tvam Girija Mati Sahachara Prana Sariram Guram Pujate Vishvayo Prabhogarachana Nidra Samadhi Stiti Shankara Pradayo Pradakshina Vidhi Stotrani Sarvagira Yat Yat Karma Karomi Tatta Dakilam Shambho Tavaranam. Just one. Jaya Jaya Karuna Bodhe Shri Mahadeva Shambho. You are my essence. The goddess is my mind. My pranas are your attendants. My body is your temple. Enjoying the objects of the senses is my worship of you. My sleep is your state of samadhi. Wherever I walk, I am performing pradakshina of you, which means I am walking around you. All my words are hymns of praise to you. Whatever actions I perform, they are all in worship of you, O benevolent one. And so we will just go through each of the Dakinis really quickly right now. So we're working on the Buddha Dakini. That is the middle finger. The element is space. And it's the center of the mandala, and it's the transformation of ignorance into all-encompassing wisdom. And we've already worked on the Vraja, the index finger, the east, and that was anger. Ratna, the ring finger, south, that was the jewel family, and that's the transformation of pride. Padma, the thumb, is the west, connected to the transformation of desire into equanimity. And karma, the pinky, that's the north, and that's the big one, the transformation of envy and jealousy into all-accomplishing wisdom. So we worked on that one. That was a powerful session last week. So and as I said, it's a cosmological system, and there's 3 types of mandalas. There's the outer, the inner, and the secret. And so we're just really working in the book. She works mostly with the outer, and that's what we're practicing today. I think you have to have an actual teacher that knows, who's trained in this, to get the more secret teachings. And this is how we're experiencing different aspects of the sacred feminine. So the Buddha space in the center of the wheel, or the mandala, the color is white. I'm wearing my beach cover up today. That's the only white shirt I have. And it's associated also with the blue sky. So it's white and blue. Joe's wearing, I'll turn it around so you can see Joe. Joe is wearing white and blue.
White and blue.
White and blue today. She has kind of a tie-dyed blue-white thing on. So just that's kind of the color and how we experience her color-wise. The seed syllable is BAM, B-A-M. The direction is the center. So you don't have to face any way. Just imagine that you're in the center. The symbol is the wheel. The element is space or ether. The color is white. Now, the obstructed pattern here is ignorance, delusion, depression, spacing out. And the wisdom aspect is more spaciousness. The aggregate, there's no, the time, there's no time. That's the totality of everything. The season is winter. Landscape is white sky in wintertime or big sky. The shape is a dot or what they call a bindu. The body type is plump, relaxed, and round. The sense perception is the mind. The Buddha family is the fundamental family of the mandala of the 5 Dakinis. It is also the fundamental level of consciousness itself. So the symbol of the 8-spoked wheel, and it's the 8-spoked wheel of Dharma, and it represents the 8-fold path to enlightenment according to the Buddha's teachings. So those things, I'll just go through them really quickly, just so you know, because that wheel is on the Dakini's knife, and that's the symbol of the mandala. So the 8-fold path is right view, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. You don't have to worry about that. I just mentioned it because you might see a wheel, and that's what it means. So before we begin, we'll imagine that our meditation space is protected by a tent of rainbow light. And this tent is made of interlocking double vrajas. So it becomes like a chain link fence. And the vrajas are made of rainbow light. And the spectrum of the rainbow light includes all the colors. So it's iridescent. And the colors are pure iridescent luminosity. So let's just imagine that tent around us, wherever you are. And this, therefore, raises the vibratory field surrounding you and acts as a protection. So before we do anything today, we're going to do 9 relaxing breaths. And we do this before every single one of the 5 Dakini meditations or practices. So close your eyes and get situated in your seat and keep them closed as much as possible until the end of the process. And you will be doing 9 deep, relaxing breaths. And for the first 3 breaths, breathe into any physical tension you are holding in your body, noticing where you feel it. So people hold physical tension in their shoulders, in their neck, in their shoulder blades, in their hips, in their jaw, so just kind of tune in, see where you're holding maybe some physical tension in your body. Breathe into it, take a deep inhale, and then feel it, and then hooking that tension with the breath, release the tension with the exhalation. So just let it out. Let any physical tension ride out with the breath. Inhale. Hook any physical tension, identify it, and exhale. Let it all just ride out. Third one, inhale. Notice where you feel it, hook the tension, and release the tension with the exhalation. For the second 3 breaths, breathe into any emotional tension you were holding, noticing where you're holding that emotional tension in your body. And that emotional tension could be maybe you are sad about something, or even happy about something, or you had a shock, or you're upset or worried, or just whatever that emotional tension is you're holding, maybe nervous, anxiety. Notice where you're holding it in your body, the pit of your stomach, your lower back. And as you breathe in, Hook it, release it, letting it go to ride out with the exhalation. Second breath, inhale, emotional tension. Noticing where you're holding it, hook that tension, exhale. Third breath, inhale. Find that emotional tension, hook that tension, and exhale, release it, letting it ride completely out with the exhalation. For the last 3 breaths, breathe into any mental tension or worries that you are holding. Noticing where you're holding that mental tension in your body. And this could be more worry or anxiety. And you could hold this kind of tension in your jaw. You could hold it in the way you hold your neck, or in your spine, or in the pit of your stomach, or your lower belly. So hook that tension, inhale into the mental tension, exhale, hook it, let it ride out with your exhalation. Inhale, hook the tension, exhale, let it ride out. Release it all. One more time. Inhale. Hook the mental tension, exhale, and feel that calm, energized spirit within you as you release it all with your exhalation. And now we are going to, again, generate our heartfelt motivation, not only to practice for ourselves, but for all beings. And we're going to set a sankalpa or intention, and you can silently say it to yourself. And it could be that heartfelt motivation. It could be a word or a series of words. It could be a short positive statement. It could be something about truth or generosity or awareness or consciousness, gratitude, and say it to yourself 3 times silently. So again, it is my heartfelt motivation to practice for the benefit of all beings and myself, and releasing all that keeps me from experiencing the truth and the transformation of presence. So now we're going to start with the unblocking of the encumbered energy of the White Buddha Dakini. So start to visualize yourself in the center of the mandala. That is the location of the Buddha family. The color is white. The element is space. The symbol is the wheel of Dharma, symbolizing the 8-fold path to enlightenment. The poison or encumbered aspect is ignorance, which is a kind of dullness, giving up, waiting for things to be different. The encumbered pattern can involve not only lethargy, but a kind of depression and denial. So Buddha family traits are spaced out. The encumbered state is spaced out rather than spacious. So that's the obstructed pattern. And the wisdom we're looking to transform, that spaciness, that dullness, that depression, and that can also just mean when you mean to be doing something, but you never do it, procrastination, that kind of thing. We want to form that into and the unencumbered pattern, which is more of a spaciousness, wide and empty. The mind becomes awareness, like the sky. Awareness and emptiness are experiencing experienced as one, and they call it the all-encompassing wisdom. So when you transform your spaced outness to your spaciousness, then that is called the all-encompassing awareness. And that when they talk about emptiness in Buddhism, or the sky-like energy of, the emptiness, that's what they're talking about. So it's a transformation of kind of a contraction into dullness in your physical body to a more unobstructed, spacious awareness, like the sky, spacious, wide, and empty. So let's talk about the Buddha Dakini. She has a pearlized, luminous white body. She is dancing with her right leg raised and her left leg extended. In her right raised hands, she holds what they call a trigug, a hooked knife, and its handle is ornamented with the 8-spoked wheel. In her left hand at her heart, she holds the skull cup, brimming with blood. And this is the blood of the transformation of desire. In the crook of her left arm rests what they call the Katbanga staff. And this represents her inner consort, the masculine within her. She is complete. And she is so intense and fierce that she emanates wisdom flames. She is naked except for 8 bone ornaments. The seed syllable is BAM, B-A-M. So what we will be doing is first identifying the blocked pattern of the Buddha family in your body, then sounding the seed syllable, visualizing the white luminous Buddha light, think pearlized white light, shimmering and bright like white snow on a mountaintop on a sunny day, and visualizing yourself as the white Buddha Dakini. And in this way, we will release and uncover the obstructed pattern and feel the all-encompassing wisdom start to reveal itself. So first of all, scan your body, your physical body, and feel any energy of depression, denial, aversion, spaciness, or distraction in your own body. It's kind of like an avoidance. What kind of avoidance techniques do you kind of use? And it could just be a procrastination, an aversion, a dullness somewhere in your body. The pit of your stomach, your heart. And the Buddha family can manifest in various ways, subtle and unsubtle, like procrastination, being passive, passive resistance, depression, withdrawal, disassociation, laziness, lethargy, and the sense of just giving up. So we've all had that sense, is I give up, I'm going to crawl back in bed and put the cover up over my head. Usually we have a good reason for feeling this way, but we can all probably identify with some time or place in our lives when we have felt like this. You just want to give up. It might feel like a heaviness in your arms and legs, or a chill in your belly, or a feeling of compression in your heart, a sense of your throat stuck, you aren't even able to talk about it, an overall sense of not being able to move, and find where this resides in your body. A feeling of spaciness, withdrawal. Maybe recall a time when this was part of your life. Just remember the feeling. If it's not something you feel now and you feel a little blocked about it, just try to remember a time when you just didn't want to get out of bed, that kind of a feeling. And then intensify it. Recall an incident or time when you experienced this intensely. So feel that encumbered energy. And if you don't feel this right away, or it feels blocked, do your best to feel the block as a sense of dullness or spaced outness. Maybe a time you lived in denial, a zoning out, you didn't want to face facts. Remember this encumbered state. Now, intensify the feeling of the encumbered energy, or that feeling of depression, isolation, confusion, so that you feel it really deeply and strongly. And this gives you the feeling of the Buddha family in the blocked state. And now we're going to sound the seed syllable slowly in a low voice. Bum. And as you sound the seed syllable, feel the sound go through your body, almost like you're sending the sound into your body rather than projecting it outwards as you normally might. And as you sound the seed syllable bomb, see your body permeated by white light and spaciousness. And just start to feel the obstructed pattern of ignorance transforming into all accompanied wisdom. So you're going to let the wisdom come from the sound of light. The sound is bomb, and the light is that bright white light, luminous, pearlized white light of the Buddha Dakini. So now sound the seed syllable bomb and become the luminous white Buddha Dakini. Brilliant. Snow white. Inhale. Transform in your visualization or imagination your body into the body of the white Buddha Dakini. Full-breasted, dancing, naked, wearing bone ornaments, luminous white. Start to feel the intensity of the Dakini. Inhale. One more time here. Feel the intensity. Now this wisdom is emanating out of you so intensely, and the intensity becomes hot white flames from every pore of your body, becomes wisdom flames. You want to feel the heat and the burning of the obstructed patterns within you. Inhale. Feel the burning of the obstructed patterns within you. Inhale. And And now our next time, as we sound the seed syllable of the Buddha Dakini, let's send rainbow light out to all the wisdom beings of the universe. And this could be siddhas, saints, ascended masters, angels, gurus, teachers, loved ones. And this light will invite those beings to send their light back. So let's just send the light out. Inhale. Sending the rainbow light out to the wisdom beings, the siddhas, the saints, the loved ones, the teachers, the gurus. And this light invites those beings to send their light back. These light rays, the rainbow light, have the little hooks on them, and they gather the wisdom and the expansive nature of these beings, and they're going to shoot it back to us on our next intonation of Bam. So inhale, the light's going to come back. Bam. One more time. Inhale. Ba. Wisdom infused light returns from the siddhas, saints, wisdom beings, and masters. This light enters you. You are the luminous white Buddha Dakini. Notice how this feels to actually become the white Buddha Dakini, emanating all encompassing wisdom. Inhale. How does it feel to embody this wisdom, basking in the energy of the Buddha Dakini? Feel her enter you, stay with you. Feel her transform your encumbered patterns of spaciness, procrastination, laziness, putting things off till tomorrow, ignoring the obvious, depression, dullness, and avoidance. Feel the energy of the rainbow light coming back to you from the wisdom beings. Excuse me, entering you, transforming you to all-encompassing awareness. Inhale. Feel that energy coming back to you, filling you. Feel the energy of the rainbow light from the wisdom beings entering you, transforming the obstructed patterns into an all-encompassing sky-like spacious awareness. Now, we will all repeat Bam, each at your own pace for a minute or so. And think of the Bam as like a drum or a heartbeat. It's the center, it's the heart. And we don't have to sound it together. Rather, we can just create a cacophony of sound or a wall of the Bam seed syllable. And this will penetrate us very deeply. So let's just get started and just go at your own pace and think of it as a drum. Inhale. Bam. 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 Penetrating you very deeply. Bam. Feel the wisdom flames. Feel the burning of the obstructed pattern. Bam. 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 So rest in the wisdom. And you can do this as many times as you like, always resting in the wisdom energy at the end. And now we'll just take a moment to meditate here silently and quietly, feeling the energy of the White Buddha Dakini, the transformation from the obstructed pattern of dullness and spaciness and depression and procrastination. Feel the transformation to sky-like, open-aired wisdom, pure, spacious emptiness, resting in the wisdom of that spaciousness. Recognizing your own energies and working with them. No good, no bad, only energy, transforming obstructed patterns into wide open, spacious, all-encompassing wisdom. Feel the spacious awareness of the Buddha Dakini. Maybe you feel a vibration in your body. Maybe it feels like a percolation. Maybe you can feel the heat of the wisdom flames. Maybe you just feel very open and spacious and calm and relaxed. However that is for you, feel the spacious awareness of the Buddha Dakini as we end our practice with these mantras. Sarvesham Swatir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Santir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Muktir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavatu. Two more times. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavatu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May there be happiness in all. May there be peace in all. May there be completeness in all. May there be success in all. Recognizing your own energies and working with them. No good or bad, only energy, and letting the Dakinis push you through your own blockages, samskaras, patterns, etc. And now we're ending our meditation, our practice. And I just wanted to say that in the book, she actually has, and I think this is a really good thing to just notice, she has an abbreviated encumbered energy meditation version. So say you're having a strong attack of encumbered energy, like you get up and you just don't want to get dressed kind of thing. You can actually, you're suddenly flooded with spaciness, confusion, depression, whatever. You can actually find a quiet place, do your relaxation breaths, and decide how long you can meditate, however long you have. Do you have 1 minute? Do you have 15 minutes? Make a little timer on your phone or whatever. And then lie on your back outside, like in a beach, a field, your backyard, with an unobstructed view of the sky. And if you can't go outside, just look through a window and just find a place where you can see the sky and just gaze into the sky. If it's at night, it can be the starry sky or the black sky, and just settle yourself and just be very open to it. Relax your eyes, let them go out of focus. And then when you're finished, you sit up and dedicate the positive energy that you've generated in that short little meditation. And that's the abbreviated version that you can do. So I'm going to open up the space now for any sharings, comments, anything anybody would like to say, to add to our practice. So we've worked with Bomb, the White Buddha, the center's the space, the wheel, the Vraja, the Ha, the east, the blue, the water, the Ratna, the Re, the self, the earth, the wish-fulfilling jewel, the Padma, the knee, it's red, fire, west, the red lotus, the Sa, air, karma, north, green sword, and the Vraja. So it goes Bam, Ha, Re, Ni, Sa. Next week, we're going to put it all together into one meditation. So just think about that this week, and just understand you're just recognizing your own energies. You're working through them. The more you do this, the more you start recognizing and feeling things. At least that's my experience. So anybody have anything they want to share? Let's see. Oh, Bilan had to leave. Wonderful, beautiful. Thank you. Grateful. So she had to leave. She was here earlier. Anybody else have like any kind of an experience they want to share? the center, the White Buddha Dakini, for me, actually feels like all of the families together. Like it's kind of the central hub, the hub, the middle of the wheel, and it kind of encompasses everything. And that all encompassing wisdom is kind of the same wisdom that's almost in every one of the other Dakinis, only brighter and wider and more aware and more conscious, or something like that. Anybody else have anything? Just unmute yourself and talk.
Well, hi, thank you, Melissa.
All right.
Thank you, everybody. It's just so lovely practicing with you all. As you know, I'm pretty new to this, so I'm not getting that sense you talk about, Melissa, of everything kind of coming together, but I did feel a real sense of sort of inner physical spaciousness this time, which was really lovely, so thank you.
Good, that's all you need. Have you thought about getting the book?
I have, yes, I keep looking at it. Yeah.
If you don't get it now, eventually you will.
Sure.
Thank you so much, Claire. It's a joy to have you here.
Thank you. It's a joy to be here. Thank you.
All right, so we've heard from the UK. How about Miami? You have to unmute yourself, though.
I was in such a state of spaciousness, I couldn't even really speak, but just felt very calm, like all I wanted to do was lie down and look at the sky. And I did feel the encumbered state too, so it was nice to shift to just this very spacious feeling. And I did have some amazing colors of sort of purple, very light iridescent purple vein, kind of going like a vein through the white, and then seeing my eyes sort of from different angles, including kind of from the sockets on out. I mean, or whatever, it's just very intriguing to me. But thank you. So it didn't feel quite as, the last session, I really felt the encumbered state very strongly. And then I felt the transformation. This was just more peaceful.
That's good. Dave, while you're unmuted, how are you?
I'm good.
Did you feel your own spaciness?
Well, that's a particular characteristic of mine, actually. And in fact, all of the ones you mentioned.
So we found a family you could identify with?
I have no problem identifying with that at all. No problem. I can't say, well, basically what I felt was after the mantra, the sound, I began to feel sort of lighter, like a kind of a more of a spaciousness entering in, instead of focusing on the times of depression and procrastination and spaciness and all that sort of thing. That began to dissipate, and there was just a feeling of just sort of lightness and spaciousness. So
that's great. Well, you get that sense on the sailboat anyway, of the spaciousness of the sky. It's all around you. But then you also can get the real depression on the sailboat too. So it's a great place to practice the White Buddha Dakini. Very good.
Yeah. I can't say I've felt, well, there's been, well, like any other place, the emotions can sort of run the gamut.
Right.
But yeah, for me, being on a sailboat is kind of is basically where I want to be. So the depression I experience on land has been more or less absent.
That's,
So
well, hey, then you are in your, like, you're in your Buddha family location.
well, that would be nice.
Oh, well, thank you. Anything else?
Thank you. That's pretty much it. Thank you.
All right. What about AJ? You have anything today or?
Yeah, so can you guys hear me? Because I don't know.
Yes, yes.
Okay, cool. I'm on the speed now, so I'm not sure what's happening. These particular unencumbered feelings were really alive for me today. Like this whole morning, before I even knew that I was going to be able to make it to this practice today, through my work, I've been like dipping in and out of that numbness, that like passivity, and it almost felt like I was aware of it, and just kind of feeling it, and it almost felt like an odd deja vu, like dizzy, even nauseating. And while I was out here, I shut my screen off so I could lay down and stare up at the sky. And now it feels much more clear. Instead of feeling like this haze, this fog, it just feels like easeful surrender, like less resistance within myself. That's what I would put words to it. I don't know that I want to add any more to that. I'm gonna stop there.
Very good, AJ. Yeah, fantastic. And you're just tuned in. You're tuning in so much to yourself lately. It's good. Very good. Thank you. Anything else? All right.
Oh,
Joe, do you have something you want to share?
I don't think I can talk.
Okay, Joe can't talk.
I'm kind of with Jonah.
She's with Jonah. She's in the spacious world. So that's okay. I felt kind of bad stopping. I mean, I'm trying to keep this to an hour, so I kind of had to stop so we had a little time for sharing, because you could actually do that and sit there for an hour afterwards in that spacious energy. So, you know, just know that that's a little technique to get into the spacious energy. So that whole sense of your consciousness expanding. And people do all kinds of things to try to get their consciousness to expand. There's all kinds of techniques. And if this one works for you, go for it. Use it as part of your meditation practice. So, Freda or Shraddha, do you have anything you want to share? Okay, bye, AJ. I know you have to go to work. Have a great day.
I just wanted to say thank you because I do feel more less than calm.
That's good, Freda.
Yeah. So I'm not going to speak a lot because my speech and my movements get out of control. Anyway, thank you, everybody.
That's okay. We're happy to just have whatever words and just feel your spacious awareness just by your beautiful face. So we get it just by that. That's fine. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I don't know if Shraddha's with us or not. She's on the phone. Shraddha, do you want to unmute yourself and say anything? Well, anyway, we'll just, she must be in spacious land as well. So our hour is coming to an end. If anybody has anything else they'd like to add, or, you know, we've got a final call for saying anything. And I just really appreciate you coming here and practicing with us, because the more people we have practicing together, the more wonderful it is. And so this is our 5th week. We're going to do a 6-week series. Next week is our final week. So I hope you can come so we can just put it all together and doing the practice in its totality. So that's what they do. You study the different parts, but then eventually you would do the practice all together. And I haven't done it yet, so I'm going to be practicing it this week and see how it feels, how it works. Whatever. All right. So Namaste. My pleasure and
Namaste.
privilege to lead you through the 5 Dakini practice, the White Buddha Dakini. Any questions or concerns, you can always email me. And so namaste.
Namaste.
Say, I'm
Thank you.
ending now.